One of the questions we're often faced with is how much nitrogen does it take to grow a crop? So if we pick on canola specifically, when I started my career, we were probably 3.5 to 3 3/4 pounds of nitrogen per bushel. Now lately, that's with the hybrids that we grow, they're much more efficient. We've probably revised that number down to 3 or a little over 3 pounds of nitrogen per bushel of canola is what we should be targeting between soil test and what we put on for fertilizers. So when we look at our insights data, if we take and calculate our nitrogen use efficiency on paper, by that I say, we start with last year's soil tests plus what we put on for fertilizer minus what we have left over on the soil test at the end of this season. You divide that by the yield, and that gives us your nitrogen use efficiency in the range that we've had. When we look at the top growers, we're probably averaging about 2.5 pounds per bushel, but when we look at the group as a whole, it's more like 3.5 pounds per bushel for an average. So that is quite a significant range, and we know that there's some that's worse than that. But if we were to take these two numbers, 1 pound per bushel difference, if you multiply that by a 50 bushel crop at 90 cents a pound for nitrogen, that's $45 an acre difference in costs to produce the same bushels of canola. So this is a huge range. This number will vary quite a bit for a number of reasons. Some land is just more efficient than other land, holds more nutrients, holds more water, so on and so forth. It could be that the method of application, we've got a lot of heady clay soils that if we get a really wet year and some significant rainfall events, we get a lot of denitrification. Sandier soils could have a lot of leaching. There's a number of factors, there are ins and outs. The nitrogen pipeline is a very leaky pipeline is the way I use to describe it. So depending on how the season is, how much we get mineralized out of organic matter, these numbers can vary significantly, but it's important to know on your farm and on your piece of land on any given year what your range could be or what it should be, and that can really help you fine tune how much nutrients you're going to put down on that field, because $45 an acre at the end of the day is a very significant amount multiplied across thousands of acres depending on the size of the farm. So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure you follow Antara Insights, the hashtag, to see the rest of the videos in the series. As we've mentioned before, we're going to be in the Ag Innovation Showcase at Brandon Ag Days this year, so you can come by. We're going to be in barn number 4, booth 1818. Maybe we'll see you at the show.